We welcome you to the great scene at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On second down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he doesn't rest.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's complete to Rice. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brings up second down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to keep it himself.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Chiefs field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Nice job on the returns. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback who's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
Indianapolis.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to...
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That is Brian Cook, the safety, there to record the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Anthony Richardson, touchdown, Indy. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Chiefs 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's another.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pacheco. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead. But instead, they go backwards.
Now from a yard farther back, it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a third down and 4. Shotgun now for Jones. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down, Colts.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. So 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. start on the ground with Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. On the move left. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. A short one caught by Kelsey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down, Indianapolis.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the margin.
A gain of 9 brings up second and inches at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Second and inches. On the give, this is Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
He's going to run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Second down and 3. Jones keeping this one. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up third and 4. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll try and get, and he's into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Schrader now on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Colts are on top. It's 14-10.
14, Chiefs 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. RPO, then throw it to Rice. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Patrick to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now to throw again. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
At the 7-yard line.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return out of the end zone, it's Gould. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides is half number 2. Kicks off. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Now Jones. He'll step up and run. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Colts first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Jones. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21
Mahomes
yards.
finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Grover Stewart there for the tackle.
Still second down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Xavier Worthy. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go right back to Taylor. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the gun, it's Jones. Headed left, buying time.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Now a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll take off again. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
21-yard line.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. That's the tight end, Bradley Cox. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And It seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. To throw is Jones. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton. Gets in there for the sack. And now it's third and goal.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. Here's Jones to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this one right down the middle. It's good.
Personal foul.
Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the fourth quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Now it's Taylor. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Here's Jones. To the goal line and in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Colts. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Schrader now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, KC.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Throwing is Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Mahomes. He'll swing that out wide, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Jones operating out of the pistol. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. In there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. It's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Jones. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Big Mike Pennell gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him. And as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked. And the defense is able to get home.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, they go with Herbert. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Complete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the left side in the hands of Rice. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle. A caught by Rice. Bush is here with another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And now it's decision time, Mike. And I'll tell you, this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. The question comes down to, do you trust your offense to put this game away and come up with a 1st down? Or do you punt the ball back and say, okay, defense, let's not give them any good field position? It's a big decision right here. I can't wait to see what he does.
The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Pass right side to down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jones. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got one. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Indianapolis.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball, and this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense pulls here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.